Hey everyone, welcome back to another LEGO review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a set from the LEGO The Hobbit line. This is set 79004. Came out in 2012 with 313 pieces and 5 minifigures. Originally it retailed for $40. Now if you want it brand new in box, you're going to be looking at around $143. Used about $97. So this is actually a set that I got for Christmas in 2012. I asked it from my parents specifically. It was my senior year of high school, and what really got me was the way that the dwarves look in the barrels over here. I think they look so cute with their little heads popping out. We'll take a look at that feature in just a minute, but this is actually a pretty cool set. At the time it came out, it was a sneak peek set. The movie that it pertained to had not yet released in theaters, and so one could only imagine. If you had read the Hobbit book like I had, you had an idea of what was going to take place, but for obvious reasons, this one is called The Barrel Escape. Okay, and looking at the minifigures, first up, this is the Mirkwood Elf Chief with a nice kind of red tunic, and he has a bottle and a set of keys on his belt. He is set to kind of the funny, humorous face because he's clearly been drinking. On the back, he's got a stern, kind of sobered face / I regret my decisions. And I always thought that it was really funny in this set how they included such an obvious case of drinking. This here is just the standard elf guard. Or I guess it technically could be opposite. I assume that the chief has the keys. So regardless, he has a nice olive green tunic, no printing down on the legs though, which is a little unfortunate, with a green goblet there, a stern kind of not having a good time yet expression, and then a little bit of lighter colored hair. He has a very angry face, perhaps when he realizes that the dwarves are escaping. And then the more fun characters here, we have Bilbo, and Bilbo came out in about every Hobbit set, I do believe. So this is nothing new, just standard Bilbo with his little outfit. He has Sting and the ring, which you got in every set as well, I believe. And then he also has a frightened face. Very cute. I really, really like the mold for the Hobbit hair. I think it does it very good justice. And then, of course, throughout the Hobbit sets, they kind of spread out the dwarves, of course. So here we have Gloin, which is Gimli's father, if you did not know. And he looks like Gimli's father, in my opinion. I think he's really cute. Removing his hair, you can see a lot more facial expression and those eyebrows. He's got a pretty interesting tunic print there with lots of buckles on the torso. He also has an angry face that would not really portray because you can't see his mouth. So the only thing that's going to change are his eyes. But nonetheless, he's a very cute figure. And then we have Oin. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's O-I-N, so it's not Owen, but it's like Oin, I think. And he is one of the older hobbits. I'm pretty sure he's the one who has the axe stuck in his head and he can't understand anything, or he can't speak anything other than like ancient Dwarvish. But anyways, he looks pretty cool. He has a little cape, and I love his little flippity-doo in the back. That's quite an interesting hairpiece. It doesn't want to stay on all the way, probably due to the cape. He has a rubberized hairpiece versus Gloin, who had a plastic one. Here's his face, and his tunic is less buckly, less warrior-like, perhaps because he is an older dwarf. And then he has an angry face on the back. And he does have printing on the back of his torso, which is actually really, really nice. So altogether, we have 5 pretty dang good minifigures, if I do say so myself. So in general, this set has quite a bit going for it. We have the main build, which is pretty articulate, as well as several individual pieces. So probably the most boring, we have this little weapons rack, which is nice. I mean, you could fold it kind of in a triangle if you wanted, but it's got some elvish weapons here, and then what look like maybe dwarf weapons. It's got a little bit of detail to kind of show that they're in like the dungeon basements, and they clip that way. I do like what looks like little drain areas. That's just what it strikes me as. And it follows suit with this detailing here. We also have some sort of mead barrel, which is a really nice build, actually. You could probably, I'm sure they've done something similar in other sets, like maybe Pirates or Pirates of the Caribbean, but I really like that like ale that they have there, and it's an individual one. We also have a table with another cup and a letter. Pretty standard build for the table, and then it comes with 2 little chairs that I have the elves sitting on, and they're pretty unremarkable, to be honest. I would have liked something less brick built, because when you pull them off, you could easily pull off the top just like I did there, and so it's a little bit of a weird design in my opinion. But those are some of the movable pieces. I'm just going to scoot them out of the way though so that we can get a better look at the set itself. So the first section here you can tell is the little jail cell with a key. We have the old-fashioned stairs. Luckily they're pretty locked into place. They wiggle just a little bit. You can open the jail cell and see in. It's closed from the back, which is actually pretty interesting. It's 2 individual cells, and then there is a breakaway feature, I think, in the back. They sneak around the back and you just pull this little lever and then the jail cells break apart like that. Pretty cute. I think it's a pretty good design for being small. As you can tell, it's pretty articulate. You can display it this way. You can display it that way. Kind of whatever way you want. If you want to do it all the way long, you can do that as well. But I like that it gives you kind of mini display options and it's not a straight square building. You can make it angled if you want to. It does have a kind of nifty little light there, and then upstairs Bilbo's going, I believe in the scene he sneaks around over to the barrels. There is a small barrel up top here, but nothing to write home about on this back section here. In the center here we have, I like what they did with stacking these bottles. I think that looks nice. We have another barrel here and then a really large barrel. And then obviously the fun part of this set is the barrel escape part itself. So you get 2 hollow barrels which fit the dwarves just like that, and it is about the cutest thing I have ever seen, which is why I wanted this set so bad. Boop, just like that. So they fit in there, and the fun aspect of this is you pull this lever and they go rolling. Gloin fell right out. Let's see if we can do that again. But nonetheless, it's actually a really fun little play feature. I do like that. And that's basically it. I do like how many movable parts there are. You get lots of removable pieces. You have a full-size jail. It's actually a pretty fleshed out scene in my opinion. We have detailing up top with the bricking to kind of give it an archway. You do get the feeling that it's in some sort of elf dungeon jailhouse. And I like that they even give a spot for the guards to hang out there, just not chilling, doing nothing, which is a big part of the scene. But overall, it's really cute. Definitely this section of the build makes it for me, and the 2 dwarves in the barrel is super cute. Originally, for this being $40, it is a licensed set, so I find that pretty fair, and I think that you get 2 really cool dwarves with it, and then 2 elves that you don't get in another set as well. So the only repeat figure that you're going to find is Bilbo, and so for that, I think this was a fantastic set. I so wish that we could end up getting more. That is a time gone that I regret that I did not get more of these sets because they are so expensive now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Till next time, guys, I'll see you later.